Okay, so this is our numbering machine. This is it's just kind of a little bit more professional touch than writing the numbers on. And we want to use this for sure. If you look at these keys, they are in order. And when you look at them, you think, well, why would we ever have to number them? Because the numbers are stamped in here, right? So that only makes sense, like we're just going to go by those numbers. But I promise you that when you have these out, so bring the camera closer, I promise you that when you have this out, like that number there, that 0, which is obvious it's a 0, wait, it's not a 0, it's an 8. That's a 48, that's not a 40. Or that one's the 40. See, like the zeros look like 8s, and sometimes they look like 6s, and the 3s look like 8s, and it's just it's just a lot better if you use the stamp, like every time. And we can write them in by hand, but I just really like the professional kind of touch that this provides. Okay, it's this direction, and we have these two little lines here. This Sharpie line, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Let's go under the light here. There's this little Sharpie line. That's marking where the first digit, so 1 through 9 is going to go. And then these two lines here, the two Sharpie lines, that's where the 10, all the double digits are going to go. So when you line it up, you just want to make sure that wherever you line it up, whether it's on the front or the back, on this set of keys, we can probably use the key button as our kind of stop, and that'll give us a consistent kind of fore-aft position. And then to get our left-right position, we're going to try to center on the key. If we're 1 through 9, we're going to put this first Sharpie line. We're going to put that at the center of the key before we do our stamp. And then if we're on 10 through 88, we're going to center, I guess, these two Sharpie lines. The key then is to determine, okay, what number are we on now? And we have to just be sure that we're starting with 1. Okay, right now, it looks like we are on 5. So come over here with camera. All right, so if I put this, for example, I'll put, so that first Sharpie line right there should give me a 5. And then there's my 6, etc. So we need to zero that out. And just use a screwdriver for that. And you'll notice what happens. Does it really matter if we have it 06, 07, 08? Probably not. But I just think it's nicer to have no 0, to have 1 through 9, and then without the 0, and then 10 through 88. So you'll notice as I keep going, there's 7, 8, 9. Now I've got double digits. It just the double digit just popped up. So to get it back to single digits, I'm going to push that in. The 1 I'm going to leave where it is. This other one, I'm going to turn it back to 0. And see, I'm like holding it down kind of halfway. Mm-hmm. There's 9. Wait, that was 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0, and then to kind of there. As I'm holding it down halfway, did you see how I kind of like wiggled it back and forth, and it kind of got it, like depressed it down? Okay, and now it's just on 1. And if you're rather than 0, 1, yeah. And there's more ink. If you notice that your ink pad, which is right under there, is getting a little low. All right. So again, it's the one furthest to the right is gonna be where I want to center it. I locked it. Come on, machine. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm on 3 now. Yeah, I'm on 3. I'm on 10, so I'm going to center it on the double lines. So we're on 11. We just keep going through. Just make sure that you're nice and firm, because if you just kind of go quickly, the ink won't fully depress into the wood. So it's all about the setup, like anything else. And once you have it set up, then you just ride right through.